it's Gojira Prime with another video, and today I want to go over the events or the reveals for the April fan stream or live stream from Hasbro in regard to Transformers. Some of it, to be honest, I think all of it we knew was coming from the various leaks over the last couple of months, but it still was nice to see some stuff confirmed, and also some new stuff which we didn't know about, I think, as well. But first of all, as always, I do have a Facebook page, Gojira Prime, where I do post images of the figures in my collection, links to any videos I do, and anything else I do find of interest. So if you do have the time, do please find the page, hit like, hit subscribe, and do feel free to comment on anything I do post. So I think the number one item on the live stream, which I have to admit blew my mind away quite a bit, we did know was coming for some time because it has been advertised by Robocen. If you've never seen the Robocen products, they are absolutely fantastic. They are marvels of engineering, to say the least. My daughter spent a good 20 minutes just standing at the Robocen table at TF Nation in last year, happily watching these things dance all over the place. And obviously what they showed us, we knew it was coming, was Robocen Megatron. And this thing is amazing. It really, really is. Transforms into what I'm guessing is an M1 Abrams tank. It's got LEDs, it's got accessories, it looks absolutely staggering to behold. They got Frank Welker to do the voice, like they got Greg Berger to do the voice of the Grimlock figure, and Peter Cullen to do the Optimus Prime one. Obviously it comes in the usual Robocen box, big hefty box to keep everything nice and secure. Comes with a couple of different accessories, as you can see here. Comes with a flail, the sword. I think these are meant to be missiles here, and also a target, which is the Robocen Optimus Prime. Looks wise, I'm going to be honest here. When I first saw this reminded me of the Combiner Wars Megatron figure from many, many years ago. The big leader class thing. But it just looks absolutely fantastic. It really, really does. It is a very happy chap there. It is unfortunately outside of my price range. It's $900 US. It is an expensive bit of kit, but it is an absolutely fantastic looking thing. I just wish I could afford it. I really do. But there you go. So that was the first thing. I think that's probably the one that most people are going to fall in love with from that live stream. The other thing we got to see today on the table was the Voyager class Vector Prime from Transformers Cybertron. Another one of the Rock Lord figures. I'm just going to call them Rock Lords. Transformers Cybertron, or Galaxy Force if you do prefer. Hotshot, and Transformers 2001 Robots in Disguise Sideburn. We knew about pretty much that all these characters were coming from the leaks, but it is nice to actually finally see the actual toys themselves. Now, I have seen a few comments about the Vector Prime toy. The most notable one is one that you can actually see here on the side. No Minicon. Excuse me, I do have a bit of a cold. He does not come with a Minicon. He does come with his sword and cyber key. Obviously, there is no cyber key function with this character, unfortunately, but the key does plug into the sword, as you can see here very nicely. The robot mode, I have to admit, does look okay, actually. It's pretty much a dead ringer for the original Vector Prime toy, which I do have in a box upstairs somewhere. So it is quite nice. This may be one I do add to my get-to list, especially if they are releasing all the other Primes as well in 2025, which we've had a few leaks about now, to say the least. I think the biggest contention is probably going to be this Cybertronian spaceship mode. It is quite different from the original version. The original version was a bit more dagger shaped. This just appears to be one square block with a cockpit of some sort located in the middle there. But if I did have this guy, I think, to be honest, 99.9% of the time it would be spending its time in robot mode, not vehicle mode anyway. Then we have this Rock Lord thing. I don't know his name, I haven't looked properly, but he turns into a rock car of sorts. I saw on the most recent the basics of video on YouTube, which is all about the Rock Lords actually, and how Hasbro have tried to tie these things in with the Rock Lords somehow. I forget, but go and watch the video. It's a really, really good video, as always, by the basics. And then we have Transformers Cybertron Hotshot. Now, I have to admit, this particular version of Hotshot is my favorite aesthetic version of the character, at least anyway. I would like to see an RID 2001 version at some point, but I don't think we're ever going to get it, to be honest. But this is a very, very nice version of Hotshot in his original mode in Transformers Cybertron / Galaxy Force. I don't know if we're going to be getting the armored vehicle version at some point, but you know, it's a very nice, it's a dead ringer for his original toy in both car and robot mode. Again, comes with a cyber key, but again, the cyber key doesn't actually do anything. You have to pull the wings out manually on the side of the car, which I think is a bit of a disappointment at the end of the day. Sorry, let's go back one. There we are. But again, it looks absolutely spot on for the original figure. I do kind of hope that we will be getting an Excellion repaint of this figure, which is the one I actually do have on the shelf. Excellion, there was a few other different repaints of this character. I think some of them were done for the movie verse a few years after Cybertron Galaxy Force came out. But I do hope at the very least we will get an Excellion repaint of this one at some point further down the road. Then the other one we're getting is going to be Transformers 2001 RID Sideburn. Now, we knew this guy was coming for quite some time. It is a repaint and a retool of the Cyberverse character, whose name completely escapes me at this particular moment in time. I will probably pick this one up since I have already invested in the HasLab project, the 2001 RID Omega Prime. So this will probably be one I will get for my collection when it does come out. I do actually quite like the look of the robot mode. I think it does suit Sideburn okay. The car mode is not exactly what he was originally. Sideburn in the original toy line was a 2000 Dodge Viper. If I remember correctly, he was a 2001 Dodge Viper. It would be nice if they also, at some point, maybe released the other female Decepticons who used Sideburn's mold. There were a couple from the BotCon or Transformers Universe line. Would be nice if we got them maybe to use this for those also. The other thing that they did go through, as per the norm on one of these live streams, is the Through the Space Bridge, where they announce toys that will be coming up in the near future. Now, what we've got here is an article by Cybertron.com, which goes over a few things. So I'll just quickly read through this. Now, a few notes from today's fan stream. TF1 Deluxe Optimus Prime confirmed to be the first figure in the A-level category. They mentioned he should be easy to find and be on shelves for around 9 months. The figure is also specifically colored to perfectly match the movie color palette. Oh joy. So, let me see. Apparently the size chart for the Bumblebee movie lists Sunstreaker as a giant robot in boat mode, but they chose to make him normal size to match the other figures. So, alright, here's the bit we're interested in, actually. So, Space Bridge reveals, I should say, really. They are doing an SS-86 core class steel jaw, so if you're looking to expand your Autobot cassette tapes, there's one for you there. War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Deluxe Decepticon Trooper. So for those of you who like building armies, you are getting a generic Decepticon Trooper there. So that's one for you guys. Bumblebee Movie Voyager Skywarp. So that'll just be a repaint of the Starscream toy. SS-86 Leader Springer. Confirmed bulked up retool of the Siege Voyager toy. So basically we're getting the Siege Voyager toy we had a few years ago, but he's going to be bigger, bulkier. It'll probably be one I do get, actually. My Transformers Universe Springer from a few years back has seen better days, if I'm honest. A few bits have actually fallen off him, so he's going to get replaced, I think, potentially towards the end of this year. And then we have SS-86 Bumblebee. So we are getting another Bumblebee toy, but this will be much more accurate to the original G1 movie TV series. Apparently it is an all-new mold, so it will be hopefully be a Volkswagen Beetle still, but it will be a much more show-accurate version of the character. That will more than likely be one that I will get, because the Bumblebee I'm using at the moment for my collection is the Titans Returns Bumblebee. It's not a bad figure, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately I was not able to get the Netflix Bumblebee figure. I mean, I got the Gold Bug when that came out, but I didn't get the Netflix Bumblebee. If I had that figure, I wouldn't bother with the 86 Bumblebee, but as I haven't been able to get that figure, I'll get the SS-86 Bumblebee. And another one that we're going to be getting is a Pulse exclusive comic edition leader Straxus. Now Straxus is this guy up here. He only ever appeared in the comic books. He was a Decepticon who was in control of Cybertron in the absence of Shockwave and Megatron. So it's nice that he's getting a figure, actually, because there are a lot of comic book fans out there. And I think in order to keep the Generations line going in a more interesting direction, I think these comic book characters are going to hopefully come more into the forefront. And better known characters like Bumblebee, Prime, Megatron, and Starscream can maybe fall back for a few years while something else is brought out in its place. So that's everything we've got. Like I say, the RoboSen is probably going to be the thing that most people are going to go crazy about, because it's RoboSen. It's a fantastic product. I have never heard anyone say anything bad about anything that RoboSen do. There's also some very nice figures in there as well for the standard collector. Some I'll be getting, some I will be passing on quite happily. But do let me know in the comments section, what are you going to be getting? Do you have the DOS for a RoboSen Megatron? Or are you, unfortunately, like me, going to have to pass on that one? And will you be getting anything else from the lineup? Do please let me know in the comments section. Have a very nice day, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video.